Hi Gemini, welcome back. My twin sister and I are twin oracles here on YouTube. We would like to thank each and every one of you for being here. We're truly grateful for you all. Thank you for liking this video upon entering or exiting. Thank you for subscribing to Twin Oracles. Thank you for all your comments. We're truly grateful. And thank you to those of you that hit that notification bell. That way you don't lose our channel and you're advised of all of our upcoming uploads. All right, Gemini, with that being said, let us hop into your reading. Today we will be using the Unfolding Path Tarot. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous deck. I'm absolutely in love with it. It just came out August the 8th of 2023, and we will be clarifying with what's the T-Spill deck, just for those of you that are interested. We will be taking reversals today, so the reversals that do appear, we are welcoming them today. And this will be a reading for September. Now, although it says September, Gemini, our intention is that this is a timeless reading. And what does that mean? That means that whenever this video finds you, whether it be today, tomorrow, a year from now, it doesn't matter. Have faith and trust that when you watch this video, that's the time that it will most resonate with you. Okay? With that being said, Gemini, this is also a general reading. We do ask that you use your own intuition with our readings. Because it is a general reading, it is not a personal reading, and therefore it is not 100% tailored specifically to you. If you hear me say he, she, him, her, they, it, etc., reverse the roles where need be and when need be. A couple more shuffles and we are good to go, Gemini. I have a feeling that some of you could be with perhaps a narcissist partner or in a relationship that just does not serve you. And I feel like some of you know this and you know it's time to end this relationship, but at the same time you just are scared of being alone. You have a fear of being alone. It feels for most of your life, you know, it's as though you would run from one person to another out of fear of being alone here. So that's what I was picking up. We'll see what the cards show. All right. God, please tell us what Gemini needs to know. Thank you, God, for being here today. Thank you, God, for your provisions, for your safety, security, for the food on our table, our shelter, and our loved ones in our lives. So Gemini, you begin this reading with the Seven of Wands in reverse. So I'm picking up that for some of you, there's this energy of always needing to, defend yourself or protect yourself or needing to put up boundaries. And I feel as though, Gemini, when you're doing this, you feel very limited and you feel very suffocated. Okay, you feel like you can't be you. You feel like you cannot grow and expand. Okay, due to this, feeling this need of needing to explain yourself, needing to defend yourself. Okay, and you just feel that there shouldn't be a need. You shouldn't have to do that. You shouldn't have to defend yourself. You shouldn't have to put up boundaries. You shouldn't have to put walls up. And I feel like most of the time, Gemini, it feels like you are putting walls up and you don't want to have to do this anymore because it's really suffocating. It's really suffocating for you. What else do we have for Gemini, please? Let's keep her going and keep it rolling. What else do we have for Gemini? What do we have for Gemini? Thank you. Great. So you have another card in reversal. You have the Five of Cups, okay? And the Five of Cups talks about, focusing on something of the past, having regrets, pain, sorrow, guilt, etc., so on and so forth. Beating yourself up over things that you can't change because they are in the past here. And I feel like with it being in reverse, it's like you're past those energies. You're past, so before the cards fell out, I said that it feels as though some of you feel like you have to leave someone And I feel like that's what this reading is moving towards. This energy of, up until this point, you just couldn't do it. You couldn't bring yourself to, leaving someone. You couldn't bear the thought of being alone. You couldn't bear the thought of going through a breakup. And here, it feels as though, you can't bear being in this relationship for another minute. It's like you want to do whatever it takes. What is it that I have to do? Let's just rip off the Band-Aid. I feel like you're ready to rip off the Band-Aid here. That's what I'm picking up. You're ready to rip off the Band-Aid, and you're ready to move on from this. It's so painful. It's burdensome. It takes a lot of your energy. You're crying over it. It drains you. You're exhausted. You're weak, and you're just done. You're just ready to throw in that towel. And for some of you, there could be someone new that you've met or someone new that you will be meeting, but it is to close out this chapter first. All right, what else do we have here? Too many cards. The Chariot card was at the top though. So for some of you, again, I feel like you're ready to rip off that Band-Aid and just move full speed ahead. You're ready to make the decision. You're ready to go for it. You're ready to move on. Some of you are ready to move. Some of you are ready to move and to move on from this. Okay, we'll see. Yeah, we'll take all of these. For some of you, you're just feeling not abundant, not free, not prosperous. You feel, restricted and constricted, oppressed. And for some of you, the partner that you're with is perhaps a narcissist or someone that is more of a lower vibrational energy, and you've grown beyond that. You're above that. You have changed yourself. Others of you, you're with someone that's not a bad person. You're not a bad person. They're not a bad person. You've just, grown in your own separate ways, grown apart in your own separate ways. So next, we'll take all of these cards here. Next, you have the 10 of Swords in reverse, okay? Now, you can see here, it's a very painful energy here. There is some sort of betrayal, some sort of backstabbing going on. And that's over. That already happened for the majority of you, okay? You were already backstabbed. You were already betrayed. There's an ending here. Here, for some of you, there is a delay in the ending, okay? Some of you are not ready to move on, but others of you I'm picking up, no, it's time. This already happened a long time ago. It's in the past, so on and so forth. I'm ready to close out this chapter. I'm ready to close out the cycle here. So far, every card that has come out in reverse. Now, the beautiful aspect of this is next you have the beautiful Ace of Cups. This is beautiful, Gemini. Gemini, what does this mean to you? The Ace of Cups means, first of all, follow your intuition and see what it does mean to you. Take a look at the image and let us know what this Ace of Cups means to you. But it feels as though, as I mentioned, some of you have a new love coming in, okay? You're meant to meet someone new. God has already created and prepared a new person for you in life, okay? A new love, a new partner, a new person. But again, there has to be this ending. First has to come this ending, this completion. This has to end and complete and cycle out and fizzle out and phase out, and then you'll be meeting someone new. Now, for a lot of you, this is not necessarily meeting someone new here. This Ace of Cups, for a lot of you, is loving yourself, finding yourself again, because for some of you, you've lost yourself along the way, and you've lost yourself over the years. And for some of you, you're discovering yourself for the very first time. Others of you, you're rediscovering yourself, okay? So the Ace of Cups represents self-love, okay? It represents discovering the God within you, okay? So this is a new beginning here in love for yourself. A new beginning, appreciation of love for yourself, an appreciation of the God that lies within you, who's always providing for you. So let's move on. That is beautiful. It's a beautiful, fresh new start here for you. And, for a lot of you, it's going to happen. This energy is going to happen, and you're not even going to know how this happened. How did this happen where, you love yourself, you have a newfound love, a newfound passion for yourself, putting yourself first, self-love, self-care, going on those walks, taking those baths, buying a coffee for yourself, right? Just loving yourself. And others of you, you might meet someone new and not know how that happened. It just happened so quick, just like that. So, next we have that Four of Swords. And this is the energy I was just expressing. This is the energy of the energy of self-love, self-care, relaxation. This is the energy of taking a bath and then curling up into your favorite pajamas and curling up into bed and just taking that nap. This is resting, rejuvenating. Okay, this isn't a time to start something new, Gemini. This is a time to heal. Therapeutic. Putting some drops in essential oils and, running that essential oil machine. Lavender, taking time to smell the roses or pick some flowers. The simple things in life. Pay attention to the simple things in life that make you happy. Holding on to the things that serve you, but releasing the things that do not serve you. Holding on to the truth. What is the truth in the matter here? Dig deep, search. What is the truth? Holding on to the truth, but releasing the rest. Resting, relaxation, rejuvenation. This is the energy I was just explaining. Self-love, self-care. Self-love, self-care physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, on all levels. Okay, next we have Gemini. There's a lot of mental energy here, and that is you, the swords here. But I see you coming into peace. I see you coming into balance. I see you coming into respite. So next we have the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles speaks of juggling. It speaks of two choices, two options, waffling, going back and forth. It can represent juggling people, or it can represent juggling finances, moving from money to here, to there, to there, to here, to pay bills, to moving monies around. It can represent juggling ideas, juggling options, juggling opportunities. We're going to get one more card here. One more card. One more card for Gemini. And then we're going to clarify these cards. There we go. Thank you. So you have the Tower here. It's in reverse. So this is a near miss. Okay. So the Tower in the upright represents a sudden change, a drastic change. All of a sudden, there's something completely unexpected that enters your life. And sometimes it feels very harsh, very heavy, very uncomfortable. Sometimes we feel as though, why would this happen to me? But usually the Tower card here represents something that happens for you. It happens for you in order for you to have soul evolution, spiritual evolution, etc., so on and so forth. So on and so forth. So this Tower in reverse is, a near miss. Something almost happened, in a bad way, I want to say here. And let's not label it good or bad, but you know, you're very thankful here because something could have happened worse than what it actually did, okay? And the result of it is, you know, trying to find ways to make things work now. Okay, some of you can be resting because something had happened here, and so you're resting and relaxing to take care of yourself so you can feel better here. So let's hop on in to the What's the Tea Spill deck and clarify. God, please clarify all these cards here for Gemini. Thank you. Witchcraft. Right. So, you know, and when I clarify with the What's the Tea Spill deck, I always follow my intuition and place the cards where they need to be here. So you have witchcraft. I feel as though that's what this near miss was. Someone was using this energy here to lower your energy. Okay, if you were dealing with a narcissist, let's say, for example, you know, someone was utilizing some kind of witchcraft here in order to lower your vibration, lower your energy, make something bad happen for you here. But I feel like that was missed. Like you were missed. It did not succeed. And it does feel like whatever someone was using against you, Gemini, this is going back to them. Okay, so it kind of reminds me here like a magician, right? It's like a magician. Like, just look at his face here, right? It's like the person's like, yeah, I'll get you, right? And look at their hands here, right? To me, this feels like it's a magician trying to lower you. It's like you're really high vibrational and you've grown beyond this person, and this person is trying to bring you down, but I'm seeing it missed. It didn't succeed. It didn't succeed. And that energy has to go somewhere. So if someone is trying to, you know, put something against you, that energy has to go somewhere. And I feel as though that energy is coming back to them. What else is going on with Gemini? What else is going on with Gemini? Right, so for some of you, you could be going through, you know, heartache, heartbreak, okay? But I feel like you're overcoming it, or you will be overcoming this heartache, okay? You're going to pick yourself up. Like, you can see the difference here. You know, this could be you now, or where you've come from, and this is where you're heading, okay? Same image, very similar image. But you're going to take the pain, you're going to take the heartache, the pain, the sorrow, and you're going to make something of it in a beautiful way. You're going to pick yourself up, you're going to dust yourself off, and you're going to really, really, you know, bring yourself to a higher level. That you're going to take all that pain and you're going to transform it and transmute it into something that is going to work much better for you in life here. I feel as though for some of you, perhaps you're meditating, or perhaps when you sleep is when you're getting ideas, you're getting messages here in your sleep, you're getting guidance, spiritual guidance within your sleep. I'm picking up, Gemini, that, you know, a lot of you are very spiritually gifted, very highly intuitive. You get messages, you hear things, you feel things, you see things. Okay, and I feel like a lot of you get your messages while you're sleeping. If that's the case, comment down below. That's quite cool. For some of you, I am picking up that you have dream prophecy, and if you do, you can comment down below and say, I have dream prophecy. Thank you, God. Okay, so we have 11th house, one's social groups, friendships, personal affiliations, and social life. And we also have groupie, right? That's so funny. Like, you can't make this up, right? Social groups, and then you have groupie. Can't be alone. Right, so that's what I was picking up. That's what I said before the cards fell out, that for some of you have this fear of being alone. And so maybe you're with people that no longer serve you, or people that, don't vibrate like you, but you do it just so you're not alone, because your fear of being alone is more fearful than being with people that don't serve you. Can't be alone, always has to partner up with someone, take it along just for the sake of it. That's exactly what I was picking up before any of the cards fell out. And that, to me, this is confirmation here. So I feel as though, this does have to do with, okay, so this goes here. You're going to take this heartache and this heartbreak, and you're going to make something of yourself, something better, something bigger. You're going to take the emotions from it, and you're going to use it to develop yourself, to enhance yourself, to up-level yourself and uplift yourself. Okay? There's a lesson here to be learned, basically. Gemini, there's a lesson to be learned here, and the lesson is sit with the fear of being alone. Okay? So, go through the breakup, do what you have to do, but make sure that you love yourself enough to do you and to not jump into another relationship. This is your lesson here. 11:11 as I look on the clock. Okay, once you learn this lesson, then you will find your true partner. But for a lot of you here, you jump from person to person to person because you have a fear of being alone. So you go with person to person, or friends, friends that don't serve you, friends that, they're not like you. You're different, okay? But you still hang around people that do things that you're not into because you're scared of being alone. And the lesson here is to heal from the fear of being alone. Face it head on. What's the worst that can happen? What's the worst that can happen if you break up with someone, move on, and you live by yourself? Without anyone around, what's the worst that you can happen? Think about it. You'll have time to read books at night. You'll have time to take that bath. You'll have time to cook yourself a healthy, fresh, wonderful meal. It's quite a beautiful thing when you have no fear of being alone, because it liberates you, it frees you, and it helps you grow and expand and evolve and transform. When you have a fear of any kind, and in this case, it's a fear of being alone, when you have that kind of a fear, it traps you. It traps you, and you feel as though you're always going to be stuck in this fear of being alone for the rest of your life. And that's not the case. You're meant to learn this lesson and move on from it. You're not forever meant to be stuck in this situation where you're scared of being alone, so you run from person to person to person. This is just a lesson for you to be learned. And now it's time to learn the lesson. That's all that's going on here, Gemini. And you've got this. I have faith in you. I know that you've got this. You can do it. And I guarantee you, I bet you, I don't guarantee, but I bet, for a majority of you, once you start being alone, you are going to love it. You're going to want nothing more than to be alone by yourself. And for some of you, you have a fear of being alone because you're scared of money. You're fearful that you won't have enough money to support yourself. Right. 8th house, this situation involves cycles, death and rebirth, someone's attitudes towards change, personal growth. So this is about your personal growth. This is about your attitude towards, changing, right? Are you open and willing to have a new life, a new beginning where you're facing fear head on? You're facing fear head on so it no longer controls you and consumes you. You're facing being alone head on. You're going to purposely put yourself in a situation where you are alone, living alone, and enjoying it. Sure, it's going to be uncomfortable for a little while, for a day or 2 or 3 or 4, until you get used to it, and then you'll be in love with it, majority of you. So this is about self-love. Okay, this is about taking a situation of fear of being alone and transforming it, transmuting it. Having a positive attitude towards it, saying, this is just a lesson that I have to learn. I get it now. I understand. The light bulb went off. And it's a lesson that has to be learned. It was not meant for me for the rest of my life to be in fear, to be alone, and to be with the wrong people for the rest of my life. This is a phase that is fizzling out, that I have outgrown. Now I'm going to face the fear head on and be alone and overcome my fear of being alone. It's to have that positive attitude towards it and being open to accepting this change and this growth. And last but not least, you have money problems. So I feel like this could be the other person. The other person that you were with, perhaps you were the breadwinner, and now they're worried, they don't know how they're going to pay their bills. For some of you, it could be you, where you're worried and you're not sure how you're going to pay your bills. And that's what maybe your fear of being alone, because you're scared of not knowing how to pay your bills. Talk to God or the universe, source, spirit, however you identify with the higher source that be, and say, God, I'm willing, I'm open, I have a positive attitude towards changing and overcoming my fear of being alone. I do have a fear of not being able to pay my bills. Help me. So some of you, there could have been someone wishing ill will upon you for you to lose money. But I'm picking up that for some of you, money will be coming towards you. And the person that was wishing ill will upon you, trying to take money away from you, money will be taken away from them. Okay, so that's another timeline that I'm picking up as well. So Gemini, that is your reading for today. Thank you very much for being here. Please like this video on your way out. Comment down below if this resonated with you. Be sure to subscribe to Twin Oracles and hit that notification bell also so you don't lose our channel. We will wish you a wonderful day. Until the next time, many blessings to you. You've got this. Keep going. Move forward. Your soul knows what to do. And everything will work out better than expected. You will see. We love you, Gemini. Bye.